loud noise. Staying fresh today, I'll be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down.
It's Madden NFL 24 on E.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Hooker to throw right away. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hooker now on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Come on.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
Okay, ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And the numbers for Gibbs from last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Hooker. Flushed out right. Down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Throwing. Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Check it.
Here's Hooker to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Jamison Williams. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you get.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Hooker's going to throw it. And it's caught. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 112 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Gibbs on the toss left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break.
And he's going to take it in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rush...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 61 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Again, Wilson.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holding set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Hooker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Open man right side is St. Brown. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked through.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge.
Come on, set.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Hooker being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Hooker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a bootleg with Hooker. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic.
Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now Wilson. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now he's flushed out left. Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They go play action. Here's Hooker sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Wilson will throw again. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
Jameer Gibbs in the Lions offense getting set once again.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
On 1st and 10, Hooker
forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6.
Ready.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.